All right, recording. Hey, this is a message I'm making today. It just occurred to me. I was doing something and I was thinking about being a parent. I've had a lot of stuff going on these days with the corona and everything. I just say that because it ideally wasn't, it's not a good time, but it wasn't a horrible time either. And the world's kind of going back to work, but more and more people are getting it. But I wanted to leave this message. I'm actually cooking at the same time, so I won't be looking at the screen. To parents out there, it is a tough job. It's not for the faint of heart. I'm here to tell you, if you're a parent, you're doing a good job. If you're not doing a good job, you know you're not doing a good job, do a better job. If you're questioning if you're doing a good job, you probably are, because the good parents always in doubt as to whether or not you're making the right decisions, you're moving in the right directions. Did you do this right? Did you do that wrong? Do your kids love you? You know your kids love you. Come on. I tell people, kids kind of are like dogs in a way, where like if you treat your dog right, you might not pet him every single day, but if you're treating that dog right, if the gate gets open and she runs off or he runs off, they don't come back. Just because they don't come back, you might have messed up. But here's the deal, they usually come back. The dog wanders off for 15 minutes. She's wandering down the street slowly. You say, hey, what are you doing? And she kind of looks at you like, and they come back because they know they're getting treated right. They're being petted, they're being loved, they're being cared for. Anyway, going back to being a parent, it's tough. I want to salute people out there that are parents. And if you're a single parent, I definitely double salute you, because it's hard as hell having a job, taking care of kids, trying to help educating them, and wondering, are you moving in the right direction? So don't be afraid to take a few minutes out for you every single day and think about where you are and where you want to be, and consciously start making those efforts to get there. Or sometimes even just bask with where you are, because, the kids are still young, or they're little, and they're in good health. Because once they get older, you're like, oh, what happened to my little baby? And you'll love them all the time, but sometimes you miss those moments, and we're always trying to get to another moment. So sometimes it's very imperative to be present in where you are and value who you are and value what you have. And if if you do that, I think everything will work out. But like I said, don't be afraid to have those mental checklists where you say, I'm doing okay, this is what I want to do, and this is where I want to be. Because we give a lot to our children, and it takes a lot, but they're worth it. And they're beautiful, and you're beautiful for raising them. And thank you. And I'm thanking myself too. These are words I'm telling myself, because sometimes you have those days where you're kind of in doubt, especially when they're a little wayward and they're doing their own thing. I was sick last night. I want my daughter to go to the basement and get some hamburger for me. And she's like, okay. And I got up a little bit later because I was sick. And I realized she totally didn't. And I'm like, that was the time it was gonna unthaw. I was like thinking, I'm gonna have some pepper jack cheese on it, put a little bit of American cheese. I got these fun zesty fries and put in the oven. It's gonna be a good scene. I had to go to the store and buy all that stuff. And I was like, I had to have a conversation with her. I basically told her, I'm sure there's some ice cream down there, you would have found it. But it was good, but it's all out of love. But salute yourself, understand what you want, and understand that you're doing a great job. So I salute you parents out there. Keep it up. It's difficult only because you can handle it. Well, we don't get more than what we can take. So understand that, know that, be proud, move forward. Boom, I'm out.